And welcome back to the channel. I've just upgraded from fibre to the cabinet to fibre to the premises. So this modem is now obsolete, unrequired, junk. So I thought I'd do a teardown. And here we go. Mug of tea, screwdrivers, channel abbreviated name, modem, open reach, DSL connector, LAN connector for the router, LAN 2, a reset button, a BBU and a power. Lift it up. We got crazy sticker. LAN 2 not in use. BBU not in use. Dreaded China, how are we? Is that how you pronounce it? Or is it how are we? Or how are you? I don't know. And what does it say? Looks like a proper CE mark. A proper CE mark is if you draw a circle around like that from the C and follow it round, it will overlap the inner and outer of the circle will overlap the inner and outer of the circle of the E. And that's how you know it is a true CE mark, because that's what they say you should do. And so it's got a bloke with a fig leaf coming out of his head, and you mustn't put it in a rubbish bin. So, how do we get into it? What's in the feet? What do these hold? Aha! Phillips. Ouch. Phillips screwdriver. One. Oh, I just need something to oik them up. Oik them up. A technical term in engineering referring to their ability to be oiked. So if they can be oiked, it means you can stick something in and oik them up. So unlike a pig who goes oik, these are different terms. Same sort of sound, different terms. Right, sounds like it's screws are undone. Take the top off. Pull the thing out. Discard that. And what have we got? Ethernet ports. Ethernet transformer, isolation transformer, I expect. That looks like a line isolation transformer because that's coming in from the outside world. So that's probably a line isolator. We have a reset button, whatever that does. Could that be diode protection? And what could be some switch mode power supply. So if I attack this, I might be able to bring the USB camera in. Isn't it showing anything? Why isn't there? It's just no. Why aren't I seeing anything? Oh, because it's the wrong one. I want that one. Right, go back. Right, we'll bring the microscope in and have a look at what some of these dusty components are. So let's bring it in. and try and get some pickies. So what do we have here? MA3221C 24KG4. Now, what could that be? A memory chip? I don't know. We'll come back to that and have a look. There's another chip over there, and if we turn that light on, then we get to see what's there. Oops. Got something on it like conformal coating or something. AB something 506. There's another one over here. What's that one? That looks like a 506. AD. Is that an E? AD-E 506. The mount on this is the most useless mount going. Some more cable. Oh, there we go. ESMT M13S128168A. There you go. Nice and bright. Possibly a memory chip. And what's that one? Right, let's look up some of these, see if we can find anything on them. It's got enough legs, so it's probably a large memory chip. The 64 megahertz crystal. Oh, there's nothing down here. What's this one? BCM6302. Just doing the right way around for you. And that's obviously taking the data coming in, because there's looks like some diode protection on the two lines, and that's probably supply and ground. And so if that line goes above 5 volts or whatever it is, or below ground, that diode will clamp it, and the same as that for the other line. Two R7 resistors for a bit of loading and protection for this, and a load of filtering. And then what looks like a matched cable, matched feed, or impedance matched drive into there. What we got over here, sitting here not doing a lot. You have to get the light just about right on these things. 220 AMP AD1G1. I mean, if you get the lighting right, so maybe we'll have to look up what that is. That is that the main chips. There you go. There's a close up of the. We can look. You can possibly look that up if you want to. And there's the Ethernet transformer. Not what short shield. What? Not sure what's built into these. Sometimes you can get that not built in. Yeah, that built in as well. And there's a little FET down here by the look of it. Bit of FET. BCR. Could be anything. The interesting thing is what is under here. Let's move that out of the way and turn that off. And is it possible whatever that is, it's tough. Oh, no, I need one of these, don't I? D. It'd be interesting to get the angles right, so it's up the right, put it that way. Interesting to see what that is. So that's about it. We've had a look at all the chips, and not sure. Oh, let's check on the back. What's on the back? Looks like. Let's try and get this to work better. Again, it looks like some form of signal path here that is impedance matched. And is there one over there as well? No, that's just a line coming in. But as you can see, it comes over to here as a matching network of resistors and capacitors. There's some heat sinking of the from the components behind, obviously the ones they think are going to get hot. And then this is obviously the big chip on the other side, which had the heatsink on, and you can see they've got either lots of wires to help heat flow to the back. Yes, so they look like grounded wires. So they're grounding underneath of the board back here. And there's obviously lots of filtering going on around this area. And then on here, a whole load of 220 ohm resistor networks. So a lot of terminations. So not much more to be said on the actual board. We'll have to see if we can find some data on the chips. So there you have it. One BT OpenReach modem. Now, you can always like and subscribe. TEH, that's the abbreviated channel name, and we'll carry on if I can find some data sheets on these parts. It's a bit out of focus, but we'll start with what I can find on that little one here. And this is about all I can find. It's a BCM6302 KMLGT, apparently made by Broadcom Limited, and it's an ASDL line driver. But I go on the Broadcom Limited website, they don't seem to recognize a part number, and it also doesn't have Broadcom's little squiggle. So, oh, I couldn't see it anyway. So that's that one. So let's go back to the main camera again, and the next Broadcom one, that one. So we'll then have a quick look at the data sheet for that. And it's a residential VSDL or ASDL2 gateway solution. There's no data sheet or link I can find, but it basically says it combines ASDL transceiver and an AFE, whatever that is, with a high performance multi-core MIPS 32 CPU, and it's got ATM and PTM hardware and hardware packet processing acceleration, and the gigabit Ethernet switch core with 4 10100 Ethernet outputs. So that just goes to show the most you're going to get out of this system would be 100 megabits. So no matter what you could get down the cable, that would be your best. Whereas the new one has 3 gigabit Ethernet channels. So I'm having to buy a new switch for upstairs. My one downstairs is a gigabit, but I need one for upstairs for the toy room. So I've ordered a 8-channel gigabit switch. So that's basically what that one is. Let's go back and look at the pictures. These two are the same, and we'll pull in the data sheet for those. Right, and here we have the data sheet for the ESMT chips. They're DDR, SDR RAM, or SD-RAM. So 2 megabit times 16-bit times 4 banks, double rate SD-RAM. So not a great lot to look at, you know. Say you can find the information, but there we go. That's about all you can ask for, isn't it? Functional block diagram, and basically the same that you'd expect to see. Usual thing: chip selects, write enable, RAS and CAS, if you're into memory. So that's about it. So there is loads and loads and loads of information, but it's just a matter of, if you want to do it, put the part number in Google and search away to your heart's content. But these are chips that, as a hobbyist, we don't tend to use. So there's no point clocking you up with the data sheets. You know, just download it if you're interested. Right, and a quick little look at that one. You know, they're not big components that you're going to be using, and if you're interested, like I did, put the part number in the search engines and up it comes. This one came up via RS components, and it's basically some RAM. The actual part number breaks down to go back up here. It breaks down as a 90 millisecond thin outline package, lead free, industrial temperature range, and the model is 03. So it's an X8 X16 with a 2.7 to 3.6 volt supply, and it's a top boot sector, and you can protect 2 address sectors. So if that actually means anything, good to you. and it tells you it's a family of 3-volt single power flash memory using 110 nanometer mirror bit technology, and it's 64 megabytes. So lots of things, but sort of chip that we won't be using. So let's go back to the board again and see what other chips we came up with. This little one down there, which turns out to be no longer suitable for new projects, and it's basically a positive voltage regulator. Move down and just move it a bit more, add a bit of a wobble then, and that's one on the board, a little 8-pin chip. And it's hard to tell from the pinouts whether it's the adjustable version or the fixed, but basically it's a little linear regulator, not much to be said. But if you're interested, that's its part number over there. So, well, that about wraps up the components that I found parts from. I didn't find much on that one down there, which is an MA3221C, but links kept coming back saying MAX or the MAX 3221, so it could be a RS232 line driver, and that port, which was labelled BBU, which I thought could be battery backup unit. Maybe it was a power supply, and I think there might be a switcher, but there's 2 switches here which I can't find any data on, that one there and that one there. So there's 2 switch mode power supplies with a Schottky diode down there and a Schottky diode there, and so I couldn't find anything on those chips. Nothing came up with any of the numbers written on them, so I'll leave it at that with this fuzzy picture. So that's about it. If you want to look for the chips, I'll put I'll put the title to the chips down in the comment bit or the description, but it's up to you to go and find them. Gotta have some fun, haven't you? Can't do all the work for you. So with that, if you like what you see, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Please subscribe. I'm slowly crawling up. I want to get to 1,000 this year. Some chance, but please subscribe. Yeah. Even if you don't want to watch, hit the notification bell, and I'll catch you on the next one.